Baby's in there watching for me. Woo! I'm gonna back the camper in. She's gonna keep an eye on it, so I get it in there where it needs to be without hitting the wall or anything, or the steps. Alright, I'm going to reposition a couple of things back here. What I need next is a reference point to tell me when to stop when I'm coming in here. And right now, I got plenty of room back here. I stick this board across there and just raise it up so that goes under it. I've got about 8 or 10 inches between that and the wall. And I got about a foot between the top of the camper and the steps. So, that's a pretty good place. I don't necessarily need to get closer than that. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to sit in here. And I may come up with something better later, but for now, as I'm sitting here, I see a knot in that piece of wood right there. So, I suppose I could use that. Another thing I could do, and Dad used to do this, he used to hang a fishing bobber on a piece of fishing line so that it would hit the front of his car when he pulled into his garage. I could do something like that to hit this mirror. The only thing, with all the winds we have and stuff up here, I'm sure the winter would blow that all to heckin' back. So maybe the best thing to do is just kind of go by that knot for now. I might put a little mark on it, give my eyeballs a chance to recognize that is a stopping place. So, this is Sweet Pea's winter garage. I got this board here that I can basically set up here, and I was thinking I could set a couple things on it. And you see I got my ladders back here, which is good. You know, and ladders are another thing. If you have them outside and they get buried in the snow, they won't do you a bit of good. So it's a good place to store ladders. I got a few tools hanging from the wall over there. These two things here are fenders for the camper. And I think with that said, I can drive this thing around front now. I'm going to winterize the camper, which basically means draining all the water out of it, pouring some antifreeze in the water system, some non-toxic antifreeze they make special for this kind of thing. Running that through the system, getting it in all the pipes. The other thing it would be good to do, there's 2 batteries in this. The guy I got it from disconnected the batteries. What I might do is leave them connected. I'm going to be running the power out here and putting a plug in here where I can put a battery tender on both batteries. I think they do better if they stay kind of slightly charged than they do if you let them. You know, some people will bring them inside, and there's all kinds of different things people do. I'd like to be able to come out and crank this every so often during the winter, because I'd rather do that than have it sit. I'll also be putting some seafoam in the gas tank. I need to do that with the motorcycle, with the boat. I need to run the gas out of the boat. If I had a way to cut the gas off on the bike, I'd run it dry, but I don't. But with that said, you know what else I think I'll do? I was looking at this ladder when I was backing in and how it lines up with my mirror. If I set that ladder at the right angle, I could literally line it up with the back of the camper. But there's a certain, you know, from side to side, I want to have a certain amount of space. If I put this ladder right there, and come up here and get in the camper. I'll give y'all a driver's seat view here. See, as I'm looking out that mirror, that ladder looks like it's just outside of the edge of the camper, and that's about where I would want the camper to sit, because that gives me enough space to walk up and down both sides of it. I'll be wanting to put more tags up on this tag wall over here during the winter, and I want to be able to walk up and down both sides of the thing here. So that's perfect for that. Later I'll do something else because I'm going to wind up with something else back there, but that's just kind of a good point of reference for now. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is take this back around the house and start my winterizing and get all that done, and then I'll be back.